Yeah, just light up the grill with charcoal. That's all you need.
That's it.
Exactly.
You don't need no fancy shit.
Right.
You don't need lights and beams on it.
Yeah.
Just throw the charcoal in.
Laser beams. Yeah.
Let's get into talking about the fancy stuff. So there's a lot of talk around, I guess, the barbecue community in the world about these electronic, like these pellet smokers that everybody seems to have. Do you have one? Have you used one?
No. I've been offered. I was given one, and I didn't want it. I gave it to somebody else, and I've been offered another one again, and I didn't want it. I was like, no, thank you, though.
Yeah, man of the people. That's what it is.
No, I don't. You can't, like, once something's made the way you like it, that's it. You don't need to add, anything else to it. A wing on the back of a Honda is not going to make the Honda go any faster.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Just aesthetics.
Yeah.
It does make it more convenient, but does it? Is it just
the wing on the Honda?
No, it doesn't do anything.
it makes it totally faster. You know that, right?
Okay.
That is not accurate.
No. Yeah. Okay. For convenience, yeah, that's fine. But it's quality or quantity. You know what I mean?
No,
that's where you go.
Yeah, it's the same argument I've been having with like everybody out there is like because they allow these things to be in cook-offs now, right? So these are like sanctioned events now that people can plug in their pit and they can just set the dial and go back to sleep. It's just nothing. You're not really barbecuing. You don't really. I think you missed the whole point. You know what I mean? Of what it's supposed to be. So.
Yeah. You might as well microwave it.
Yeah, why not? Just put it on like a big
Just put it on a timer, push it, it'll be ready when the timer's off.
That's right.
Well, yeah, they call them easy bake ovens for a reason.
Hateful asses. So you still you're running that Kamado Joe, right?
Yep, still got a Kamado Joe. I'm actually gonna get like a grill because at my old house, the one before I really started barbecuing, I had one in the middle of my stove that I love. You just throw things on and you can make it quick. It's good for tacos and breakfast stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, I need one of those just to have, like, extra.
Yeah.
And, just one of those and that's it. Nothing else.
No, I think you're exactly right. I think being able to – I'm sorry. I just cut John off.
That's what he does. It's fine.
I love it. Look, the idea is to be able to cook eggs and bacon and pancakes at the same time, right? Have you seen the big, like, 36-inch?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love them.
And you can do stir fry. You got somebody doing the
everything.
The
egg fried rice and whatever.
Yeah, get everything going on at one time.
I love making asada and eggs for breakfast all the time. And those are the best to do it on.
You're making me hungry. That's how it starts, though. You get one grill, and I just need one more. And then next thing you know, I just need one more. Next thing you know, you got more grills than kids, and
Yeah, I was gifted. Have you ever seen those small Japanese grills? They're maybe they're about 6 inches deep, and it looks like a little wired crate, for the grill actually. And I was gifted one of those, and I was like, I wonder how this works, because I never even saw it. I would see them at restaurants, and I wouldn't even think about it. And we went camping one time, and I brought him like, oh, this grill's going to be easy. And first I didn't open up the legs on it. I saw it had legs, so it was like, I just thought, oh, it's real small and convenient. So I put it on this wood picnic table, didn't open the legs, threw the charcoal in, and I just started letting it go. And, I let the flame go a little. And I'm like, that flame's pretty big. It started burning the picnic table.
Oh, shit.
And my kid's like, we got a fire.
That's awesome.
So I had to get rid of that thing. And I was like, man, I want one of those again. Just because it's real cool to cut, Japanese barbecue style, like the little pieces. Like the ribeye that's super thin. The other different meats they do, and they cook them on those. It's pretty cool.
Heck yeah, get some of that Kobe beef.
That's about it. But I already went and used the one the first time and just ruined it.
Ooh. Speaking of the Japanese style, how familiar are you, or how do you like the, like I said, getting off into the Kobe beefs and the Wagyu beefs?
Oh, I love them. If a place does it right, you can have it where like it pretty much melts in your mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you get it done right, you're taking pieces and they're just melting in your mouth. Yeah, they're good.
We've got a place here by us. They're kind of well known in this area, or whatever, and they do like I think you get like maybe 3 or 4 4-ounce pieces of steak. I think it's like a sampler or something, but most of it's A5. But you're
like
getting
fillet,
but you get it from different regions, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah,
and it melts in your mouth. It's delicious.
I've gone to a couple places that do it and with the different grades. And the one place I had it the best was in Vegas. And it was a STK in Vegas. And I had it there and I was like, oh my God. And then I've gone to other places that go, yeah, we got this great Wagyu, and they do samplers too, where you can try American, Japanese, and Australian.
Yeah.
And they'll do like the 2 to 4 ounce sampler. And I swear, if they don't do it right, it could mess it up. Like I had one that was smoked a little too much, and it wasn't as like Wagyu-y and
overcooked maybe or
that way.
Yeah.
So
those you just want to salt, pepper, and sear. That's it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying that much money for a cut of meat or a piece of steak, I mean, you definitely. And I don't know, Weeman, what are you team? Medium rare? I mean, what do you cook your steak?
I'm medium rare.
Okay, yeah. There's still a lot of people that I just can't go that low. I have to go medium, or I have to go medium well, and it's just I don't understand it.
Yeah, we don't talk to those people.
We don't hang out with those people.
Right. I have a friend, female friend. She does black and blue.
Oh wow!
And she sent it back when it's been cooked too much.
Oh wow!
And I was like, "Damn,
that's crazy."
Yeah.
She goes black, like on ribeyes. She'll go black and blue, and you're like, "Wow!" I still hear that thing mooing.
Is that just literally like a couple of seconds, or maybe 20 seconds or 30 seconds? Flip 20, 30 seconds, and then done.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's a high. I think they freeze it, pull it out. Sear it real quick on both sides and then plate it.
Dude.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Like I need mine to get like over 100 like 120 degrees or something.
It's still cold on the inside. I had to take a bite one time just to try. And I was like, wow, you're gnarly.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cool. That's really cool. I have only met one person in my life that is like, they're really adamant about do not overcook this steak, right? And they came back and they're watching me, and he's like, "Can you flip mine real quick?" I said, "I just put them on." He goes, "That's all I want, though. Just flip it real quick." And it was like 6 seconds later, he's like, "You can just go ahead and pull mine now." And I'm like, "That's not even that's still 60 degrees." He goes, "Yeah, that's fine.
Still mooing.
I'm just gonna. I don't want you to over." He was so worried about me overdoing it, he just underdid it the whole time or whatever.
Wow.
Right? I'm like, that's disgusting. But my mom, I'm gonna give her a shout out real quick because she's the only person I know you take to like a really high end steakhouse, and she will order like whatever steak. Like, give me the 16-ounce ribeye, bone in, Kobe. Great, yeah, give me that. I want it. And she'll look at you. I want it medium well. And she's like, and I'm like, oh, Mom, don't do that. She's like, but more on the well side. Also, bring me some ketchup.
I don't want any pink.
And I'm like, Mom, you're making it hard for me to eat with you right now, and there's people listening to you, and like, this is not good. And she's like, I don't give a shit. Bring me the freaking ketchup. Like, I know how I like my steak. I've been doing it this way for 60-something years, right? She's almost 70, so 69 years. I've been doing it for 69. I will eat the steak the way I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're paying for your steak. Eat it the way you want it. I can't judge you. I do secretly judge her a little bit, but I talk a lot of smack to her face though, so it's good.
Yeah, and she has to understand if you're going to talk smack to her face, that just means you love her.
That's right. Oh yeah.
No, but love, Mom.
If one of your friends doesn't talk smack to you, you might want to rethink their friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Everybody talks smack to everybody, and that just shows you your friends love you.
Yep. Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. Well, man, I don't know if you want to get into. I know it's kind of like just back and forth. Have we already started, James?
I think we've already started.
Yeah, we're well into this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
we need an intro now.
We might as well go. Hey, welcome to the Grab and the Brisket podcast.
Right. I don't know how this works.
Yeah. We welcome in Weeman. Yeah, we got into it.
We got into it. Okay.
Yeah,
dude,
we just got too excited.
Right, that's what it was.
There was no foreplay here.
No, we shot our wad early.
We were straight in.
Yeah, feels good.
Wow. Okay.
So I know. Are you drinking today? Are you drinking water?
Yeah, just water right now.
Nice.
I'll be drinking later.
Okay.
But I got a couple things I have to do still, so I can't start drinking yet.
Yeah, that's the old thing that we have. Is like my wife will look over and she's like, "Don't start drinking because you got." I'm like, and I turn around and I'll grab it and I'll open it. And she's like, "You're not going to do it, are you?" I'm like, "I'm going to do it. I promise you, it's going to get done today." So, yeah, I definitely know the things that got to get done. I was going to ask you. I mean, the big heavy questions, right? The big thing you're getting right now, right, with the new movie release that came out. I have. I'm not going to lie to you. I have not watched the entirety of the movie. There, these guys have. So I'm but you know what? At least I'm honest about it. I could lie, and whatever. I think I've seen all of the other ones, and I've seen probably about 30 minutes of this one. Today. Okay. So I have so many questions. Like how long does this take for y'all to how long did this movie take to put in production and to get everything? Like, this is all ideas and is everything on the table?
This was the longest one to make because of COVID.
Okay.
So we started filming December of 2019, and we were filming up until about first week of February, and we're like, all right, we need to take a little break. We're beating ourselves up enough. And we took a break, and it was going to be like a week and a half, and then COVID hit, so we got a phone call. All right, we get 2 more weeks, because when COVID first hit, everybody's like, just stay home for 2 weeks. Right. We're going to kill this thing.
Lock down.
Right?
Lock down.
So,
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, I could chill for 2 weeks. Like, I'm good with that. Like, we did go big. And that 2 weeks turned into 7 months. And it was so hectic. And so when we finally went back to start filming again, we were the first production back for Paramount. And it was like we had the everyday test. We had to stay so it was me, Preston, Dave, and Aaron in one hotel. And when we drove to set, we had to stay in the same van together. And then we'd have to test, and then we'd have to wait in the van 30 minutes. And if any one of us caught it or anything, and luckily none of us did on set. But if any of us did, they were going to send us all back. Oh, yeah. Like, nope, they're all contaminated.
Everybody's locked down.
Oh, wow.
But we never did.
That's cool.
I'll tell you this. COVID made more money on the movie than we did. Just for testing. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I bet.
Because we had about 60 people in just production, and then us. And we all had to test every day. So that took up 2 hours of the morning.
That's right.
Then everybody eats. Then we started filming. So it totally changed the game of the way we did it this time. But somehow we made it one of our better ones.
I like I said, these guys have been ranting and raving over it. John took his son to the movies, right? He's how old is?
I took Luke. Luke's 15 years old.
15.
We had you on almost exactly 2 years ago, and when I was so excited, I remember telling him all about it. He's like, okay, so Jackass, like a movie? I was like, yeah, go watch it. So he had already watched every single one of them. Not with me, but when we went and saw it together, we were sitting in there. Goes, man, Dad, there's a lot of dicks in this movie. I'm like, yeah. He goes, why am I watching this with you? I said, at least we didn't bring your mom.
Right. We're good. We're good, son.
Yeah, we get that the most now, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The majority of it's Chris, though.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I'm just like, how do y'all think of all of these? I mean, they're so creative,
Yeah,
right?
who comes up with the stunts?
They are so creative and spot on. You're like, oh my god, like this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, and yet y'all top it in the very next one, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just keeps building.
We have a file of a whole bunch of stuff that from different things, being on the road or wherever we're at, we talk to each other. We just like that, you know, we come up with ideas like put that down, you know, it's so good.
Yeah.
So like, if you notice, when we first started, we were all just skaters making skate videos. And then all of a sudden you see like Preston and Knoxville in it. Well,
Yep.
Preston got involved because him and Knoxville were going to like movie auditions and TV show auditions. And they were just chit-chatting. And he told Knoxville, hey, I got some ideas. And he goes, well, send some over to me. And he sent them to Knox, and Knox calls him back and goes, well, these ideas are really good, but they're so good that you're going to have to do some of them.
Nice.
So that's how Preston like became part of us.
That's how you got on.
Yeah, he's a big writer in it. He comes out, he gets stoned and just starts ranting out ideas.
Yeah, I'll be honest. And when I watched this last movie, and I was shock and awe. And look, I don't know what your age is. I assume you're probably roughly around our age as well. I was shocked.
I'm 48. Gonna be 49 in a month and a half.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys.
We're all over.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you guys bounce back. Like I was joking with these guys earlier. It's like I step out of bed wrong, and it's all of a sudden the back like gets tweaked, or there's a knee tweak or something like that. I'm like, holy shit! And you know, we watched the little musical chairs that you did, and you got blown out of your chair.
Yeah, I did a full backflip.
Full backflip.
And landed,
Crazy.
like in the crap of
Yes.
everything.
I was like, how do you not come out and you're getting up like, okay, I'm good, you know? But I was like, I don't know how you guys do it. I applaud you guys. I mean, it's super phenomenal and
Crazy?
crazy.
Right. Yeah.
We've been doing it for so long, and that when the first bit after the opener, the human jump ramp,
Yep.
that was day one of filming.
Oh, wow.
We were like, all right, we got to do this. This is how we're coming in hot, guys. And we had the whole crew together, and we're like, and the new guys, and we're like, we got to do this. This is the one. And that's when Paramount was like testing us too. They were like, are these guys really like up to doing like the movies they've done and all that?
Right.
And after day one, they're like, all right, we have a movie.
Right.
It's
Nice.
on.
It'll
We're
work.
golden.
They're gonna make
Yeah.
it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can't, I don't know if it
this
was,
is going to happen.
I don't know if it was Preston or I don't who got on the dirt bike or the mini bike that did the last
Zach.
little jump. Zach.
That was that.
Oh,
with
once
the,
oh.
with the Kool-Aid happy face on it. Yeah, that was Zach.
God dang. Yeah, I was a senior in high school, I think, when you guys started on MTV. I was just thinking about
Okay.
it's been 22 years. You guys did that for a few years, and then you put out like what, maybe 6 or 7 movies or something
you
like
had the
that.
Wild
All the
Boys,
spin-offs and everything else.
We did 3 seasons, and we were tired of getting cheaply paid from MTV and having them tell us the rules of what we can and can't do. So we told them we wanted a movie. So we started in 1999, and then in 2001 we filmed the movie to put out in 2002, and then we were like, okay, we're done. Nope. 2006 comes around, we did number 2, and then in number 2 we did this where we'd film so much, and we were so amped on each other that like someone would be like, oh dude, Weeman and Preston jumped off the bridge like double. Then Steve would be like, oh crap, I gotta film something better. So we would go and one up each other. We'd film so much. They had to pull the cameras from us that time and literally stop us from filming. And so we had so much footage that we put out the number 2 movie and then 2.5. And then we did the same thing when we filmed 3 and we put out a 3.5. And then now again, we did the same thing and we're about to put out a 4.5 that's going to be released, and it's almost as good or even better than the actual movie.
Oh,
like
wow.
it's all footage that could have made a movie already that like we did, but we had to cut it because we did better. Like it's insane.
Right. It just wasn't going to make the movie you were doing now or something.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
I think in one of those years we were out tailgating at one of her. We're in Houston, so we're out tailgating at one of the University of Houston football games. We had people from, and I can't remember what Jackass movie it was. Was it 3?
Yeah.
Or one of them come around and they were basically just getting like B-roll footage on, hey, this might make it on. They're doing some type of collegiate type deal, and hey, can we get a picture or video you guys and just do something stupid or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of swag. They had a lot of swag they were handing out for the movie that was fixing to be. The movie had like 6 more months before it was being released or something, or 3 months or something. So they had a lot of swag they were giving out, koozies and what was it like? There's some T-shirts and stuff about, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if these guys were even real. You know what I mean?
they could not have been. Yeah.
You know, they were doing their own thing.
They did take a picture, and our buddy, and I won't name his name.
Flippy. It's Flippy. I'll tell you, it's Flippy.
He did, I guess, give a little extra to the camera. We took a group photo, and it was like a kind of like a pants drop.
Yeah.
Dick moment, whatever.
Hell yeah.
I don't think we were going to make the the credits or something on.
It did make it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
That's awesome. So did you ever think 22 years later that you'd still be doing this crazy shit with all your buddies?
No. But we started like getting under Knox's tail probably about 2016. Because 2010 was the last one we did. In 2016, we're like, no, we need to do another movie. And like, nah. So that's when like a few of us would go out on tour and do like live performances. And we did it for a couple years that it started like, okay, the boys really like are still gung-ho. They're doing this. So Knoxville gave us the green light in 2018. And then that's when we brought it. And every time they say it, it's like, yeah, we know we're older and stuff. We don't need to be as crazy. We just need to make it funny.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we'll make it funny. And it never ends up being. It's like all the craziest shit we still do.
Yeah, it's crazy
just
funny.
To do it.
That's what it is.
That's what's funny about it is all our crazy shit.
Yeah, and you can see just y'all feeding off each other. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting amped up. 'Cause you're like, there's somebody saying, look, you got this, blah, blah, blah. Just get in there and then tuck your nuts into the thing. Yep. Drop your nuts in there. No, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let me help you with your nuts.
Yeah, And then the punching bag starts. I'm like, Jesus freaking Christ. Like, this is really happening. And I don't even know, man. Like, at a certain point, I was lost for words. I was like, I don't know. Like, I know I could do some crazy shit. I don't think I could ever do something like that. I just don't think I could do it. And that's why the movie's like.
Well, I mean, the whole just strapping meat to your balls and having a vulture.
Oh my God!
Go right at it,
dude.
I mean,
when that thing hopped out.
What's up?
When he hopped out, were you like, oh shit, this thing's bigger than I thought it was?
He's fucking gnarly. Yeah, his wingspan is like 6 to 8 feet.
Oh my God.
Like, it's huge.
Yeah, because he didn't like walk over. He like jumps like up, right? He's just hopping. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like,
he didn't want no other vulture to beat him to the meat.
Right. Oh man. Yeah. Jesus. I don't know. Like, so has there ever been a time where you're like, hey, look, man, this is cool. I'm not doing that. That's not happening.
Every time.
Okay.
And then Tremaine comes over. He's like, come on, dude. You got this. Come on, man. Right. We're making a movie. Come on. And you're like, all right.
I'll do it.
But I always have to put up a fight with Tremaine every time.
Right. So has there ever been one that I'm assuming, that y'all have like, somebody's like, I'm flat out not doing it. I'm not going to do it. You got to find somebody else to do this bit for y'all or whatever else. Like, y'all have that say? I mean, I know you have that say so, but like nobody does it.
No,
you just do it. When your name's called, you do it.
If you're the one crying that you don't want to do it,
you're not
going to do it.
You're right.
You better either be allergic to something that, like some animal or bee or something,
anaphylactic shock.
It's if you say, oh no, whoa, this one's not for me,
Yeah.
you're pretty much pulling the small straw
Oh
out
no!
of this one.
Just don't say. You're just standing there like waiting. Like don't say nothing. Don't say anything.
You gotta be as cool as can be.
Shake your head. Yeah. This is great.
I'm allergic to vultures biting my dick.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. What about is there one that somebody else has done? You're just like, God, I wish I would have done that one.
He's like,
It's from a long time ago. It almost happened to me. It was when these alligator guys took this baby alligator and were like, let it bite you on the nipple. And I'm like, hell no. And they go up and they let it bite Knoxville on the nipple, and it becomes this huge poster. And I'm like, oh, seriously? Like a poster out of that one?
yeah.
I'm like, damn, that could have been me. And I'm like, well, I said no.
Oh man, that's a good.
Yeah.
Now you're like, nope, I'm not going to say no.
Right.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
So
get me on that poster.
It's crazy because it'll either way benefit you or, you never know.
Right.
So sometimes no hurts you.
No, and I've never been around the movie business, right? Like the closest I got is when I went to L.A. and I went to what's the theme park?
You go to filming of The Price is Right, or
Studios.
I went to Universal Studios, right? That's the closest or only thing I know about making any type of movie. And by the way, that means I don't know shit because there's just some things I walked around and saw, right? That was it.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything, but like what is like? Obviously, people don't realize. I think, maybe I'm wrong. That it's they're long days, right? You're working. This is not like you wake up and film an hour and like go back to sleep or something. These are long, grueling days.
It's a 12-hour day. It's at least 8 to 12 hours. You get your regular lunch break. It's like a day at work.
Yeah.
And then if you're hurting and you still got to film something tomorrow, you better go and take a nice bath or shower and
there's no
ice up and go to bed and then wake up the next day.
Damn.
So there's no sick days. Like I can't call in sick.
Right.
You better have done something awesome the day before if you want to pad out the next day or call in sick.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there anything like do y'all? I know 'cause a lot of things y'all are saying and doing are like off the cuff, right? It's all happening real time and whatever. But
yeah,
is any of it scripted at all, or is it just? I mean, I know
not what we say.
Okay.
What we say is out of us, like at that hot moment, and it's real and it's all natural. Nothing's ever scripted.
Right.
The only thing scripted is like what the bit's called. Like when I'm like, hey, I'm Weeman, and this is the triple wedgie.
Right.
That's scripted. And then the rest, whatever anybody says or I say or whatever, it just came out when it happened.
Right. That's why it's so relatable, by the way. Because I mean, I that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought nothing real. Was scripted or whatever else. And that's why I look at you guys and you can see you're all friends and whatever. And then it takes you back to a time like I'm hanging out with my friends. It just seems like it's realness happening or whatever. I think it's why all the Jackass movies have been so, and plus they're funny, right? It's funny. It's doing crazy shit, but still, you still get that camaraderie a little bit, when you're watching all of that. So
just guys hanging out, just like
the more we've done it and thought about it, now it's like a career for us, or never thought of it that way or thought it was going to ever be this way. The more we think, you can go on YouTube and watch 1,000 videos of people slamming and doing different things, but you'll never feel as close to them as like when we do stuff, because it's like we're a band and each movie is a different album we've put out now. And you're just waiting to hear what song's next. And
that's right.
We're going to,
Right.
So it's kind of come to that where our fans know the kind of music we play and they know what they're going to get. So we have to bring it.
Oh, yeah, you guys have definitely. I mean, you guys were doing this before YouTube was a thing. So
yeah, we were before YouTube.
You guys have built such a mass following. People feel like they know you. So it's like, yeah, I could watch this shit on YouTube, or I can watch my friends, these people that I've loved for so long, go do their crazy shit. It's night and day.
Yep, exactly.
Man, that's crazy, man. I know it's before YouTube. I mean, I'm just a few years younger than you, not much, and to think like what life was before YouTube. Like, I don't know how I can do anything nowadays. Like, if I have a problem with anything, I'm going to YouTube and I watch a video of how to do it, and then I go and do it. I just fixed my freezer, the ice machine, the other day because it would not make ice anymore, and it kept making a lot of clicking noise. I don't know. Fucking drove everybody crazy. But all there was, there's one ice cube stuck in there. Hair dryer. Hair dryer. I went over there. The video said, put a hair dryer, blah, blah, blah. I went and did it. 10 seconds later, an ice cube fell out of it. It rotates. It starts making ice again. For 2 weeks, this plagued our house. This loud clicking noise, right? You can't do anything. I was like, it's broken. No ice. Sorry. Go to the store. Buy ice. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know. Then once I went to YouTube, I was like, guess what? I'm an effing refrigerator mechanic. So, yeah, it's great. It's where I go now for everything.
I've done it a few times, but then I've thought, like, I don't need to be the guy that does everything.
Right.
There's people out there. All I have to do is make a call, and there's a guy for that.
Yeah.
Send that guy in.
Right.
I do that.
Yeah.
Because I've tried, oh, dude, I could paint this wall.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
Not a wall painter.
No. I saw the dude. I saw this video the other day. It was like a while back, or this dude paints this entire wall. Like, I'm not joking you, in like 8 seconds with this 36-inch roller, right? And he's just like, he just goes like in his W shape, and it goes right back the other way and does it again, like 3 times, 3 passes on this 12-foot wall. The whole thing is coated and done. And once I saw that, I was like, I'm never going to paint again. I'm just going to hire somebody because they're way more efficient than I am. And that dude just painted that whole wall in 8 seconds. So from that point on, but still, YouTube taught me that, right?
YouTube is good for certain things and stuff like that. Yeah, totally.
I don't know. I also I said this before, but I also I was at work one day and my phone cord was, the phone cords that have like the cords they always get matted up and you got to take them off and
all tangled up.
Let it unwind and put it back together. Yeah, right. Just a typical.
You
phone
talking
cord.
About one of those house phones?
Right. So it kept fucking curling up on me, and I get tired of it. I go to answer it, the whole phone would move towards me, right? I just want the cord to come. I don't want the whole phone, right? So I went to YouTube, and I just going to type in like, hey, how to fix a phone cord really quick, right? A really fast way of doing it. And so I was typing, and I went YouTube, hit enter, and somebody walked in my office, and I turned my back, and I'm looking at them, and they pause, and they're looking at my screen, and I went to, back then, right, a couple of years ago, I went to URube. I missed the T, and I pushed the R, which I think they're right next to each other, right? The R and the T on the laptop.
Yeah.
URube is a porn site that somebody had fished or whatever else, right? So when they walked in, I've got porn going up, and it wasn't like blockers things coming up, ad blocker. I don't know what it was, man.
Just a bunch of ads, like penis enlargement pills.
Yeah, take this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at them, and I was like, what the hell's so funny, right? And they're like, dude, you can't do that here. And I look over, I'm like, don't judge me. Holy shit, I couldn't get it off my screen fast enough, right? And I was like, I was going to YouTube. They're like, yeah, sure, man, that's fine. I got a phone call from HR, right? Because they track your they track everything, right? And they're like, you can't. We saw that you. I said, no. I went to URube. I was trying to go to YouTube. You can see the T and the R. This is a mistake. Yeah. I don't have a problem with sex and videos. Okay, I'm normal. I promise you. So every once in a while, I still get a call from some of the guys there, and they're like, "How's the whole? Hey, what are you doing? You watching porn, right?" And it's like, "No, I'm not watching. Quit asking me if I'm watching porn. It's not. It's so weird. You keep asking me, but it's years later they keep doing it. So yeah, you gotta be tricky with the whole YouTube, URube. So.
I used to go to this place, and these chicks used to prank us, like, whenever we were doing things. And I'm like, all right, I found you can go online and find prank cards, like thank you cards, birthday cards. So the cards, when you open it up, it's like it starts singing happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then if you close it, it shuts it off. Well, this one has this thing. It's like, well, what you can't fuck with it until you're ready to, because as soon as you open it, it pulls this cord out, and it just does full loud porn going on, right? So you think you're getting a thank you card, and it's full porn, and you're closing it, and you're doing whatever.
It doesn't shut off.
And this chick worked at a store, and I knew, I'm going to send it to her there. And she opens it up, and then tries to close it, and she's panicking. So in panic mode, when you rip the card open, confetti just goes everywhere now, too. So you're ripping it open, and that little tiny confetti's everywhere. The porn's going off. It's the best prank ever. The cheapest, best prank ever.
I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I gotta definitely get it. I'm gonna search that out now. I'm so glad. This is great. Everybody's getting cards this year.
Oh yeah, they're good. Because you know, whenever they're in front of people, they're trying to close it and they go into full panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just open the thing.
Yeah. We had not to go too long into the story. We had a gal at work that she opened up. And this is back in the day. She opened up like a PowerPoint. Like somebody sends an email. It's a PowerPoint, and on the PowerPoint was a slideshow of just a bunch of just like naked dudes. Nice. And it just kept,
beefcakes,
whatever it is. And so her desk was right in front of me. And so I'm doing my work. I see it pop up. I'm like, hey, you do you. I mean, I'm just going to continue to do my business.
What's her name?
I'm not going to say.
Shirley?
I'm not going to say.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, Pam. Yeah. All of a sudden, the bigwig rolls into the office. Normally he does to pick up work and whatever. I see the panic, the frantic, just she's trying to shut off her computer because there's just these these naked dudes just like sitting there, just like, and all he had to do is just turn around and he would see this, and she just sitting there, she's hitting enter and escape and everything, and not escape, but she's hitting like, she reached over and just like unplugged the whole computer and just like just, I was like, and I told her, I was like, hey, next time, just hit escape. It'll take you right out of that PowerPoint. Right. She's like, oh, okay, thank you, or whatever. But yeah.
Next time you're looking at porn or the beefcakes, I can just picture her like opening it up, like, oh my, what's this? And she's like just clicking. And she's like, oh, looking around, right? Like she's like very conservative.
Like Texas. I'm not behind her, like 3 feet.
Yeah, but I just picture like this very like beehivey conservative Texas woman, right? And she's just looking like, this is super naughty. I should not be looking at this.
She was definitely like flustered.
Flustered, yeah, okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what's that?
Where are you guys in Texas?
So we're just we're in the Houston area.
Yeah, just south of Houston.
Okay. All right, I remember that. Awesome.
Yeah. So I know you got a lot of fires in the iron, a lot of irons in the fire. Let me get my dyslexic under control here. So Chronic Tacos, tell us a little bit about that.
Y'all still running?
Oh yeah, we have like 60 now.
Yeah.
They're worldwide. We go all the way to Georgia and Florida and the north, and I think it's South Carolina, the Carolinas, and then we're in Colorado, Utah, Vegas, California, Washington State, Canada, Hawaii, and Japan.
Damn.
Holy moly.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Need one in Houston.
Yeah, I know. We do need one in Houston.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we have. Have you seen? Not Torchy Taco. What's it called? It's some taco place, man. It's horrible. It's disgusting. I went there.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good. I saw one in Austin. I saw one when I was in Chicago. I know there's one in Houston here. I can't remember the name of it. But I've seen them everywhere. But I ate the one in Chicago, and I should have known. Like, they're not going to have good tacos in Chicago. Right? But I've seen
they're known for pizza.
Yeah, right. And I went to the Austin one. I saw it. I was like, but I bypassed. I was like, you know what? Fool me once, man. Not eating that. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. yeah, have you ever been to like LA or whatever and had like regular street tacos, like real authentic Mexican tacos? That's what we do.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all are throwing down the real tacos.
The real deal.
Yeah. So what's your
No,
go-to?
I've had Tex-Mex.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of Tex-Mex. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah, Tex-Mex is a little bit different than like Mexican tacos and
it's
Mexican food.
It is. Yeah. We have a lot of Tex-Mex around, and we do have a lot of the taquerias around as well. So we have a lot of taquerias here, or whatever else. And generally, we try to eat. Well, we eat everything, but when we're going for tacos or whatever else, I got a few spots that I hit.
There
up.
has to be some spots out there. I was gonna say you have to have a few. Yeah,
we do, but probably not like Southern California. How that looks.
Oh,
or
they're
else,
everywhere.
Right? Yeah. Hell yeah.
They're everywhere. And my for Mexican food, I'm pretty picky. I'm not bougie picky, but I'm picky. And I'll go into a restaurant, and we talked about this the other day. I was like, if I go into a restaurant and their chips and salsa is horrible, I'm out. I'm gone. Bye.
Yeah.
Like if you can't even get chips and salsa right, I'm gone. Like I don't want to see what you're going to serve me.
I've done this,
and it's only happened to me once. And the lady goes, "Why are you leaving?" And I go, "Oh, my buddy's meeting me at a different restaurant. I thought you'd been here." And I just put $5 down on the table. I laughed. I go, "I'll be back though. Don't worry."
You're like never coming back,
Right.
ever.
Yeah, never coming back.
Meeting at a place with good salsa.
Right. Well, I mean, what was the salsa and chips like? Was it just chips out of a bag?
It was like chips in a bag and just runny salsa.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna make it liquidy, smash it all together. Put all the good ingredients and blend it together.
Yeah.
But it was kind of half picante and just half watery, and I was like, "No, we're not having this."
Nice.
So,
Nice. So what's your if you're gonna go to your restaurant, right? Y'all's restaurants and eat one of those tacos. What's your go-to taco when you go there?
I have 3 tacos. I do just a regular asada taco, which is asada steak. Throw a little onions and cilantro and just put a little salsa on it.
Yep.
Then I do al pastor, which is pork, but it's grilled kind of like the way you do asada. But it also has like different spices and pineapple on it. So it's a sweet and spicy kind of way. And then we do these potato tacos for people, and I'll take them because we fry them. So we don't do hard shells usually, but these we do. And I'll have them put steak in a potato taco, fry it, and throw some cheese on. Perfect.
There's money.
Damn, I'm hungry.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Less is always more to me. You know what I mean? You don't have to overdo it and throw a whole bunch of stuff on. You're doing a smorgasbord and you're just got a lot of food to fill up. If you want flavor, less is more. And just get what you need.
I totally agree. I just had I was on a little bit of a Chipotle kick for a while, right? Just kind of eating there, the burritos and whatever. And then one day, this is probably a couple of months ago, and I bought it and I was eating the burrito and I was looking down at it and I was like, first of all, they couldn't roll it up. It was way too much in there. But I was looking at it and I was like, this thing looks like baby food just mashed
like
up.
A baby diaper.
Yeah.
Like a baby diaper.
It looked disgusting. I was like, I can't fucking eat it. I can't do this.
Yeah.
I remember looking at my wife and she was like, you don't like it? And I go, yeah, I don't. And I've not ate there since. It's like 2.5 months, 3 months ago. I've not had a burrito since then because it just looked like mush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because if you sit there and you put too much stuff in it, it overpowers it.
It did. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
So.
Way to go.
Yeah, I know. So
way to go, buddy.
Right, dumbass. If you don't mind, how did you get involved with the Chronic Taco? Like, how did that all come about? You have a passion for this. I know you want to diversify and whatever, but
so it started in 2002, and in 2008, my buddy came to me. It was right after we filmed our second movie. And my buddy came to me and goes, dude, we should open up one of these in our neighborhood. He goes, I have it at my dad's house. Super good. And I'm like, well, next time you go there, see if they franchise out or whatever. And so my buddy went back, and he didn't know he was talking to one of the founders. but the founder was at the one in Corona. And he goes, "Hey, man, you guys thinking of franchising this out?" And he goes, No, we're thinking of cutting it back. We're not going to franchise anymore and all that. And he goes, "I don't know. You may want to partner up with this guy." And the guy goes, "Well, who do you got?" He goes, "I got Weeman." He goes, "No, you don't." And he goes, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "No, you don't." He goes, "Yeah, I do." And so he calls me and he goes, "Hey, this guy doesn't believe that, like, we can do business with him." He goes, I go, "All right, tell him, like, let's meet up soon. And, like, let's just have a meeting."
Yeah.
And he goes, "All right." And I go, "All right, let's have dinner Friday night, a few drinks, talk, and discuss." So we met up Friday night, went to dinner, then we went out drinking more. I think we even went to a strip club that night. And then, like, by the time we said goodbye to each other, we're like, "I think we've connected very well. I think we can do business together." And they were like, "Hell yeah, we can. This is awesome." So, it was ever since then, and then we connected. He's still around. The other original founder partner's still there. And then ever since then, we've had some other partners in and out.
Okay.
And right now, there's 7 of us. It's 2 originals, me, and then there's 4 brothers.
Nice.
And so, yeah. And then we just do what we do.
Badass. That is super
Yeah.
badass. Like, it really is. I mean, you have no idea. Like so we do this podcast thing. We do a lot of competition cooking, but like one of our passions one day is like to like we're gonna get there. We're gonna figure it out or whatever. But like I mean, obviously, you've made the movies and you've done plenty of other things out there. But just kind of running these businesses and having that going as well. I mean, like, it's freaking badass. I'm sorry. It's just super cool, man.
Trying.
Yeah.
Trying. Had to do something. I'm one of those that being in neutral, idle minds is trouble. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And that's pretty much why we did Jackass. We were all just sitting around thinking of crazy things. So, but I knew not, I took my little, piece of the pie and added it to different things.
Right.
So we also, I moved to Costa Mesa, and a buddy of mine and I went in on a venue during COVID, and we have a venue now that we partnered up with the owner. He was about to let it go. He just kind of, he didn't know what to do when COVID hit and all that. And we just came in and we said, "Hey, we'll take over your other partners. We'll buy them out. We'll come in. We have all these ideas. We'll get the people to redo this place, and let's just bring it back hot." He was like, "Oh my God." So now we have that where we're just it does like bands, weddings, parties, little conventions. So
hell yeah,
we're pretty amped on that too.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Dude.
Hey, businessman.
I know it, man.
Yeah.
It's like some people have a knack for it, right? Some people have a knack for making money, and it's not making money, just ideas, right? And going forward with them.
Yeah.
And then some people just like, they have all the greatest ideas in the world, but if they don't put it into, there's no initiative, or they don't actually go and start
it. They don't put it into motion.
That's right.
They don't put it into motion.
And it never happens, right? And it's like, the whole definition of insanity is like, doing the same thing over and expecting a different result, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. But it comes from skateboard background too. Like in skateboarding, you're going to fail until you land the trick.
That's right.
And so in life, you got to go out and you got to try things, and you can't be afraid to fail, or else you're just going to be failing at life,
That's it.
Everybody's going to fail.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Just fail a couple times and you'll learn your lesson, and you'll know what not to do the next time.
Yep. Or if you're like me, just keep failing. You're like, damn, what happened this time? I'm always trying something new, though, so you got to give me that. But yeah, all the time
Do you guys, this started up really big out here during COVID. People just, because cops couldn't go and bust people doing different things anywhere, so people started doing grills, gas grills, the griddle style, out in places and doing burgers, doing tacos and all this.
Yeah.
And because of social media, there would be people just popping up with a pop-up tent, name their thing, and just slanging food, dude.
Yep.
And you're like, okay, these guys are about to go from being on the sidewalk to their next thing is having a restaurant.
Yep.
And they got it. You know what I mean? They killed it out here. They put out good food. They knew how to do social media. And it was like, bam.
Yep. Yeah.
Can you guys do that out there?
You can. We've done a couple of pop-ups, but you have to register with. So there's they have a lot of stipulations here in like the cities and such. So like each city has their own
permits and whatnot.
Yeah, there's permitting involved, and you have like
permits, regulations.
I almost said pest control, but they're not. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I think they're pests because they come around.
It's the same here.
Yeah.
I think
it's the same here. You know what I mean?
I think what he's talking about is it does happen. Like I've seen a lot of like social media presence. Not so much in the town that we are, but the city of Houston. There are. They have a lot of nightlife there, so there are spots around town where, like you're saying, they just put up a pop-up tent, get a flat top griddle, start slinging tacos or hot dogs or something like that. There's a few guys that I think that I've seen on social media wise that one guy does hot dogs. I can't think of his name. If I think it, we'll post it. Whatever. Just absolute killer. Like everybody, he has lines going like crazy.
I know dudes who do burgers. They do like smash style burgers and other burgers, and their burgers are like people are destination bound for these things.
Oh wow!
And it's like wow, like this guy, he figured out. He's like, okay, I'm not working right now. Boom, do this, and I'm like, this is like now the first step before if he goes and opens a restaurant, people are gonna know. They're gonna be like, boom, already had him. That we're going there now.
Yep.
And I think. And we have the permit laws and all that thing and all that, but sometimes you got to do things and ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
Yeah,
you got to do it rowdy style.
I think you're right. Yeah. No, we had a tailgate trailer. We all went in and purchased, and it had had a bathroom and a television on the outside, and
oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So we had one of those. And in the back, we had like this barbecue pit that came out of the back of it. And we used to pull that around, and like we went to a few places, and we would just we wouldn't tell anybody. Like we didn't ask Houston for a permit or anything. We just showed up, started serving like pulled pork, sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
And we were at a place. It's called Two A Days. It's down the street. It's like a sports bar or what, right? And they had like all these UFC fights going on, but the problem they didn't have a kitchen, so we pulled all the way in the back and. We had our TV showing something, I don't know, but man, that was the one time I was like, dude, this could be really cool because there were lines of people, and like one dude he got a sandwich and he took a bite of it. He immediately got out of line, right? He went back and got right back into line. He was like, I'm eating two of these, I was like, damn, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
So, but that was people kind of, they poo-poo under shit a little bit, and then of course we tried to do it one more time, and then like the health inspector came by and were like, "Hey, did you take your class?" I'm like, "No, you don't have anything out here you're supposed to have. You're selling to the public. You can't do this." So
okay.
And then we're like,
right.
But they came back and they were like, "Look, we'll let you finish." Nobody died. Yeah, nobody freaking died that day. And they did say like, "Look, just go ahead and do it today, but next time, I'm watching you. Next time." So we're like, man, we can't ever do it here again. We got to go to a different city.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We're always scheming on something. But plus the podcast. The podcast is always taking us different places. Man, we were in Dallas last weekend at the Martin House Brewery. They are crazy. If you're into craft beer, if you're ever in Dallas or Fort Worth area, check out Martin House because they are like the mad scientist of some of these craft beers coming out, and they put out 150 different beers a year. That's crazy. Whoa. And one of the ones I'll show you is this one. It's the I don't know if you can see that or not. It's the Best Made pickle beer. So Best Made is like the Dixie.
It's like the Kool-Aid pickle.
Yeah,
beer.
It's like
right. Shit.
Okay. So,
awesome.
but they're always coming out with something just off the wall. Like one of the beers they have, they said they came out with was like a 25% beer.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So like,
that's a liquor.
That's a liquor.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But like Texas has weird laws. Like anything they said, like anything over 4 point whatever or 5 was considered a pilsner. Anything below was considered a lager or something. Yeah. So Texas, they're fine. They're like, it's fine. Yeah, you can do that. And I'm like, You don't have to have a liquor license for this. Just beer is good.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know,
I can tell you that the worst beer that they've ever produced that I've had is pizza beer.
yeah. It tastes just like a pizza
It
too.
tastes like a pizza.
Yeah, tomato sauce.
It
Everything.
really did.
It
It did. You had the oregano.
crazy.
You had the sauce.
You can. It was like
Yeah.
very disgusting. You was like, dude, I
Yeah.
eat pizza. I drink beer. I don't want to drink pizza.
Yeah.
You know, but they're always
Yeah.
trying something new.
I hear you.
So, are we going to see your name on a bottle of tequila soon? You coming out with your own liquor or anything? Everybody's got one
that's
now.
the next go-to.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Haven't done that. I have something. I have a different iron in that kind of department that
Okay.
I can't talk about yet
Nice.
because we want to do a big release, but it's in the fun department.
Hell yeah. That very cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. We don't know what it is, but you heard it here first.
You heard it here.
Exactly.
You heard it here first. Yeah, I haven't
Right.
really put it out there yet.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll do the podcast again and we'll discuss it when
Release-
it is out.
Very
that,
cool.
that works.
Hell yeah.
Hey, let me ask
Yeah.
you a question. So, I know you have to get like what would you say, the fan girl, the fan guy. You have to get like the people just rushing up to you, like, holy shit, that's Weeman.
Oh yeah.
Any weird stories that pops up? Like, does it ever get old? I mean,
I had one guy. I was buzzed. I was out somewhere and I was super buzzed. I had this big guy like come and he just grabbed me.
oh shit.
And I was like, oh, really? So he let go, and I said, come here, I need to tell you something. And I grabbed him in the throat. And if you grab somebody in the jugular and you pinch it just right, their arms release and they can't move. And I pretty much put the guy on the ground, and I said, don't ever grab me again. And he was so, like, nervous, like, didn't know what to do. He's like, okay, yeah, no problem. And my friends tripped out. They're like, how'd you know? I'm like, some guy taught me it a long time ago. And I'm always like, if there ever came a chance, I'm going to use it.
Yeah. This guy like the Vulcan mind meld on him or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
But really, if you grab somebody just right and you go, your arms, like, you can't move them. It's the craziest thing. Because you're thinking of, I can't breathe, and you don't want to move anything else.
Right. You're just like, just,
It's a full crazy panic mode move. So,
oh man.
yeah.
So a little less bear hugs, a little more of just like, hey, how's it going, wee man?
Fist bumps.
Yeah,
little,
fist
little
bumps.
bit less bear
Yeah.
hugs, a little more fist bumps.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
So that's Pulp Fiction poster in the back, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Another fan, I'll tell you this one. Because I love Pulp Fiction. I love Bruce Willis. I love Samuel L. Jackson. But I'll tell you this story. And I met both of them. But this the first story I'll tell you is, by my old house, there was this like area on the pier where people rode bikes, roller skates, skateboard, whatever. And I was riding bikes with my buddy, and I just hear this guy yelling, "Weeman, Weeman!" And I just wasn't in the mood to like go chit chat with anybody,
Right.
so I kind of just gave it like, "Yeah," and just kept riding. Right. A couple months later, I'm at the Hateful Eight movie premiere, and I'm walking through. We're gonna go see it, and Quentin Tarantino goes, "Weeman, come here. I need to talk to you." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm over there, and I'm talking to Quentin Tarantino. Never met him before. He's like, "Hey, nice to meet you." Blah blah blah. He's like, 2 months ago, were you riding your bike down here in Hermosa Beach? And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Dude, I was trying to yell and get your attention, and you pieced me." And I was like, "You should have said my real name."
Right.
And I would have turned around and said, he goes,
Right.
I was with my buddies. I was like, "Oh yeah, Weeman lives in this town." Probably like 10 minutes before you rode by, and then you rode by. And they were like, "Yeah, I guess you really know Weeman, huh?"
Right.
Oh man, that's great.
So
That is great.
that was a good one.
You're like, hey, so any good movies coming out? What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I you know, all these movies up here that James put on the wall here, and you can't see them all, but of course, do you? How far can you see right now? Can you see?
I just see Muhammad Ali and Pulp Fiction.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got the Halloween is going on right here. The original Terminator poster, which is iconic, right?
The Strangers.
Yeah, The Strangers, and then what's
A lot of Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, and then Karate Kid. Karate Kid's got to go on the wall somewhere, right? And so we've got Ralph Macchio looking very stoic in the background.
Daniel LaRusso.
Exactly. LaRusso, which I didn't realize when he shot that movie. I think he was like 27 or something. And in my head, I was like, no, he's the same age as me. Like, I'm a kid, he's a kid.
Right, he's like 12 years old.
Like 18. He's 17. He's in high school.
He's in high school.
18.
No, 27 years old. Yeah, so
Dang.
it's crazy how. And somebody told me this the other day. Like, did you watch? And everybody's seen an episode. And it's not like, did you watch it? But like, the Golden Girls. Have you,
of course.
Right? Have you heard this? Like, and then you've seen Sex in the City.
Where are you going with
I've
this?
seen a couple episodes, probably. Yeah.
No. Maybe it was that. It's one of those two. Is that those women are portraying the same ages? At that when that came out, and then when Sex and the City came out, they're portraying the same. Or those women were the same ages basically at that time.
Okay.
So they were in their 40s, and the other girls were in their 40s. But let me tell you, one group of girls looked way better in their 40s than the other group of girls did in their 40s.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Weeman, do you have a top 1, 2, 3 movies that you like? Like, what's your go-to genre? Is it action, horror? Do you have one?
It's a little bit of action and comedy.
Okay.
And my all-time childhood favorite movie is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh yeah, great
with
movie.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
That movie's awesome. I saw it when I was a kid, and I was like, this guy is awesome. He's fooling everybody, and he's the funniest dude. Like, when I was a kid, I thought that was the best thing. Pulp Fiction's one of my favorite movies. I like Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch.
Snatch,
like
great.
those kind of movies. And what else? Yeah, those are good. Karate Kid was up there. Original Jaws. Original Hangover.
Yeah.
So funny.
And of course, Vacation.
The original?
Chevy.
You can't listen.
Well, that one and Christmas Vacation.
You gotta
They're
watch.
both good.
We watch Christmas Vacation every year in this garage. We watch it every year, and basically we're just like
around Christmas time.
like we're watching 3 or 4 times. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah, and then what was it? Quaid. Quaid's character. What is his? I can't remember his name.
Cousin?
It was Cousin
Cousin
Eddie.
Eddie. Cousin Eddie.
Yeah,
right?
Cousin Eddie.
When they're in the grocery store and basically Eddie's needing help, but he keeps picking those bags of dog food up and putting it in the cart, right? Every it's always a different bag of dog food going in the cart, right? And he's like, hey, and he's like, well, we'll help you out, Eddie. And he's like, he hands him over this big list. Like he's already got a list. Oh, great. Here you go. Just get all the items on here and get something for yourself too, Clark. It's so funny.
Yeah, great movie.
Did you see recently this guy built a mechanical guy hanging from his second-story roof that looked like a real dude?
Oh, wow.
And he had the lights kind of hanging and the ladder off to the side. And he did it. And his neighbors called the fire department. And the fire department came and they showed, and it really looked like it was Clark hanging off the roof, shaking his legs. It was awesome.
And they're like, dude, can you take this down? I bet he got calls all the time, right?
Take it down.
Oh, man.
But he was asking his kid, like he built it and he showed it without the clothes on. He's like, does this look like it's going to go for real? Like, does it look good? And they're like, yeah. And when he did, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the things you'll do, right? Just to impress, like, just a kid or somebody, right? Your own kid. Like, hey, does this look real? And then all of a sudden the police show up, be like, shit, we got to take it down. Hey, turn off the lights. We're not home. Right?
Yeah.
That's funny. So, so you said you have the 0.5. Is it 4.5? You said, or is that?
Yeah.
Is it
4.5 should be coming out soon within the next couple of months.
Nice.
We just released 4 digitally. It jumped the gun and they let it go, so it's out digitally on everything. and then 4.5 will be next.
Okay.
So,
And is that kind of weird now? Like, nowadays with everything streaming and everything, to me it's really odd to think about like how much money Netflix spends and all these Paramount and all these different, because they're all streaming. They all have streaming, platforms and whatever else. And it's really hard to wrap my mind around a little bit, because I mean, like, I understood like when you went to the movies, like how that kind of worked a little bit, and I even worked how VHS, and it works the same. I know it does. It's just weird how, because like I'm paying $15 a month and I get to watch everything on Netflix, right? And it's just and I understand the premise. Like everybody in the world's got a Netflix account, which I don't know why they're not the richest company in the world right now. I know Amazon and Bezos.
That's because everybody shares their account.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
I think
there's some sort of bootlegging somewhere.
Right. Who's got a $15 account I can share with? Yeah. No, I know, and that's like I just don't understand, like, how is that? I guess it's quantifiable that way, I guess, but I just don't understand how it is really, and like how that whole thing gets done. And it's a weird question, probably. I just don't. I don't understand.
Like, how are they getting paid off of this?
Yeah, how does anybody make money off of that? Like, there's no commercials. There's no like. It's the way. It's the old way of thinking, I guess. I don't know.
Sell it for a big chunk, and then the big chunk gets put wherever.
Yeah.
And then that company is trying to sell it with other shows, and they're just trying to stack their library is what they're doing. And then plus they get the membership fee. So who knows?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there was this whole thing, like how when how movies or how video, like how Blockbuster, we saw the documentary, how Blockbuster basically like put all these independent companies out of business that were trying to sell videos, right? Because they got the most of the videos. So Blockbuster would get, let's say if you had 100 releases of obviously you have more, but whatever. I'm just hypothetically saying.
Yeah.
Blockbuster got like 90 of them, and then every other company got 10, right? And they had to split the 10.
Yeah.
And so they got one copy, and like that's how they were so successful. But also, once streaming happened, it was going to be the downfall of everything that you knew, And now the movies are almost done. Like, my son works in a movie theater, right? He's like I don't know what he does there, but he's like
Usher.
It's
Usher, ticket guy, or
popcorn
maker.
Well, something like that.
I think he's more a manager.
Yeah, something. I don't know what that is. He's in college, but yeah, I just don't. He's like, dude, it's almost over with. Like, it's so dead. These things are. It's hard to get movies to go to the movie theaters now.
It needs to change, and I think if these companies do like what, so our movie came out February 4th, and February 24th, because I knew I had to do premieres and stuff. I told a bunch of my friends, let's just have a Jackass night, and we called this place. It's right here. A little bit more expensive, but and it ended up actually being $22 a person. We rented this theater. It was 74 seats. The seats are recliner chairs. Each one's a full recliner, right? And you go into the theater, and in the theater when you go in, there's a full bar restaurant. So you go there, you have a couple of appetizers, you get some drinks, you go into, then they tell you, and you go into the theater, you sit. Well, we rented the whole thing. So I rented it, and then I invited all my friends. And then when you're sitting in the seat, during the whole time of the movie, you can push this button, get another cocktail.
Hell yeah.
Food off the menu. And the menu's huge. And you could just eat and relax and have it. And everyone there was like, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
And if movie theaters did it like that, they would stay in and they would keep killing it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I tell you what they can't do, and I just recently went to the movie theater. We watched, I can't think of the name of the movie, but our showtime was at 12. And I figure showtime at 12 that's when the show's going to start. And we got there about 11.
That's when the previews start.
Exactly. Yeah. We got there about 11:15, 11:30, 11:45. Okay, we'll get there a little early, get the drinks, get the popcorn, get it in there, start sitting. 15 minutes.
We got to find the right
20
seat.
Minutes. Well, it's all assigned. You buy your seats.
So,
but
they have the recliners and all that stuff like that. But you buy your seat, you get in there, and it's like 12 o'clock. I shit you not, it was 30 to 35 minutes of nothing but just commercials, and then they started previews.
I'm okay with that. Like I'm just okay with that. Like I feel like you're still trying to go to the movies in the 90s. And it's 20, you know what I mean? Because like back in the day, you had to get there early. You had to get in there so you can get your seat because everybody had the perfect seat you wanted to sit in, right? I want to be the middle. I want to be halfway up. I don't want to be too high. I don't want to be too low, right? And that's like the 90s way of going to the movies. Nowadays, you go online, you buy your tickets, you pick your seat out.
You pick your seat.
And you show up 20 minutes late, and you never missed anything. You just walk right in and go to your seat, right?
Wow. Yeah,
I mean,
and at these new ones, you can always bring your cocktail in.
That's right. Yeah. That's what we want. We need one of those.
The last movie I went to was Pulp Fiction, so.
Okay. That tells you. That tells you why. That tells you why he doesn't know. Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. So, is there, I mean, I know you said you're fixing to be 49, right?
Yeah.
So, can you see Jackass 50? 5?
The 5-0?
The 5-0? The 5, right?
Yeah, 5-0.
Yeah.
Jackass 5-0.
5.0?
Definitely. Yeah. Or Jackass High Five.
High Five? Yeah. I could definitely see that. But like, you're down, right? Y'all are down to do this.
I'm in.
You're down to do this for how long, right?
Most of us are in, yeah.
Nice.
We're going to go.
Nice.
We have to make Son of Jackass. We have to make this.
Somebody has to have that, right? Yeah. And then I started looking, I was like, man, these guys are getting gray hair. These guys are starting to get some grays. It's like
some of them.
Yeah, some of them. I don't see any in you. No, you're looking good.
I have a couple.
Yeah. I've got it all coming in.
Yeah.
That's my.
I get them more down here in my beard, like these little corners. I get them in my beard.
Okay.
But that's it.
Yeah. Damn, that's good genes because my whole head is littered. So James and I are twins here.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're twins, and
I see it.
Yeah, but I started getting gray when I was like 30. I don't know, 35 or something. It's just like now my whole head is like my whole side of my head is just pretty. It's pretty grayed out, right?
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna see this is what I want to see. I want to see all you guys just like at 60 going, hey guys, this is what we're going to do. I'm sorry. We're
still doing it.
We're still doing it. You know,
still doing it. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yep.
Hey, Weeman, we thank you for taking time out of your schedule to sit there and talk shit with us.
All right.
We're going to open a platform up to you, man. Anything you want to leave off with? Any questions you got? Anything you want to promote? Go ahead and let the people know.
I can't really promote the stuff I have coming right now.
No worries.
Yeah, we'll future
that means
promote.
I'll be back for a third time.
There it is.
And the next time I come on, we should both you guys and I should be grilling.
Yes.
And we should talk while we're grilling and then talk about the new stuff I have coming out.
I love it.
So this time we talk Jackass. Next time I'll have even more stuff to come out. And probably I'll have my griddle going. And I'll just do a whole little good cooking.
Okay.
And maybe I'll smoke some for a little bit before that and then throw it on the griddle to get a last good sear.
Hell yeah.
Love it. Hey,
That's awesome.
Weeman and grab them the Brisket 3.0. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, we're already at 0.2. Now we're going 3.0.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
People are going to want to get the DVD collection of this.
Right.
Love it.
Album 3 coming soon.
Yeah, box set for next Christmas. What's this, Johnny? I got the Grab 'em in the Biscuit 1 to 5 with Weeman. I'm going to be watching it all New Year's Day.
That's right.
Oh, my God. That's the greatest.
Man.
All right. Hey,
cool, guys. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, brother.
We appreciate it.
Sir.
Take care, brother.
Good night.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Hey.
Man, I had so many more questions I wanted to ask.
Did you?
Asking, yes, I did. I want to talk about the hot ones. I first of all, I dream about being on that show.
Which one?
The hot ones.
Oh yeah.
With Sean Evans.
Yeah, I don't dream about that.
No, I do.
I don't want to do that.
It's super cool.
It looks like a cool show, but I don't want to eat it.
It is very
I don't want to
cool.
eat any of that stuff.
The problem is I'm a nobody and I'm never going to be on that show. But
He actually is this Sean Evans? So he said
Sean
he
Evans.
did reach out about us being on the show, but I didn't know who that was. So I was like, yeah,
right.
Sorry, man.
Well,
I like
screw
that.
my life. That's how it usually goes. Yeah, man, I cannot. he's such a cool dude, and him coming on and just like spending a little bit of time. I know he's busy and doing whatever, but him spending time and just talking with us, us dummies here in Texas, man. I mean, it's just super freaking cool.
All I'm saying is he doesn't have time for Quentin Tarantino, but he does have a little time for grabbing the brisket.
There it is.
Exactly.
There it is.
Yes. 100%.
Need I say more? Mic drop.
Yeah.
Boom.
And like you said,
Sorry,
there's a ton of questions that I had like just lined up ready to go, but it's one of those deals. I mean, he's such like salt of the earth type dude.
Yeah.
You're just like a buddy,
Oh, yeah.
like just a bro, just like, hey, I'll sit here and just hang out and just shoot the shit with you. No, and then we did with and next thing you know, it's like I got John over here doing the lasso.
No,
the lasso.
there's no lasso.
Roping
There's
it up.
There's no lasso with John. You just took it upon yourself, James.
I did. I'm sorry.
I never lassoed.
You didn't. He didn't. I watched him the entire time.
I had something on my finger one time,
And you,
but that was it.
You took notice of that.
I prematured.
Yeah,
that
you
was
did
a premature.
Premature ended.
Yeah.
The podcast.
Yep. It happens. It happens.
My apologies, guys.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he would. I was shocked when he came on the first time. And I thought, no way in hell he comes on the second time, and he did. John, thanks a lot, man. Hey, seriously,
Thanks for
These
setting
are
it
the
up.
things I do.
I know.
For you,
Yeah,
James.
Yeah. Is it
For me and James, or just James?
It's Jan. It's
yeah.
Jan's. It's John setting up as Jan's personality. It's just a win-win type deal.
Winner. So
You do stuff too, James.
James, you do.
Sometimes
I'm going to be.
I ask questions.
We are going to be on. Have we even talked? Did we talk about when did we go to Martin House?
Martin House is coming up later in a future episode.
When did we go?
Last weekend.
Yep. That episode is already
Okay.
released, but we
Yeah,
will have
we did.
another episode where we talk about our weekend there. I think
That's right. Yeah,
because
yeah.
we have some things to talk about with that. So y'all stick tuned for that.
Yeah, stick tune. Yep, stick tune, and
You're taking words out of my mouth.
I know. And then
Quit
we
taking my
do
catchphrase.
we do have the this weekend we're heading out again on another adventure.
Yeah, we're going to the National Barbecue Association's their yearly convention. Yeah,
Right. So we're going to be there. And listen, I know this. Hopefully, this episode will drop before. It won't drop before we get there.
Nope.
Damn it. So we can't even tell people to come over there.
We'll tell them on social media. We'll
do that.
They'll know all
Yeah.
about it.
I don't know how that works either.
That's true.
Yeah.
Movies and
just
social
reach
media.
out.
Don't know.
When you see these guys at the Grabbing the Brisket convention,
Yeah, I think they're actually going to rename it to the Grab and a Brisket convention.
that's what I thought. It sounds better.
It does. Then the National Barbecue or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I will say this, man, when earlier, I really found this interview with Weeman to be really cool. And I think he had some really good takeaways from this. And the one thing that I'm really going to take away from this is like, you sometimes like he the way he put it out there was like, better ask for forgiveness than permission. And and really what he was saying, and if you listen to the episode, you'll know what he's saying, but I'm just going to recap a little bit. What he was saying with that was that basically like just do what you want to, go follow your dream a little bit, go do what you want to do.
Go for it.
And yeah, right. Take some risk, right? No risk, no reward. And I'm like, dude, we should be out, like, we got to pop this thing up, man. We got to pop it up. Right? We got to pop it up.
We've been popping. We've been doing a lot of things. We could probably
pop
get
it.
out and cook a little more, but as far as our podcast goes, we've been super active.
We have been we're going to pop it and lock it. We're going to pop it up.
Yeah, we've been
Pop it
popping.
up.
We probably need to lock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
I don't know how that works, but yeah,
Sure.
So
If the folks do want to talk to us or reach out to us, how do they do that, James?
The easiest way is to get a hold of grabthebrisket.com or grabthebrisket.com.
Right.
I think Grab the Brisket is the easiest.
It is. It
Right.
sounds like a porn
Right.
site, but it's not.
Right.
It's not a porn
yeah.
site.
Do
Don't
not
put-
deviate from that web address.
Yeah, don't do YouRube. Do
Right.
YouTube.
Don't go to your room. Yeah, and we have our swag. We don't have. We used to put up recipes and stuff, but John got lazy and stopped doing it. So now we just
Like there's a lot of recipes that stacked up into the queue.
there are a lot of
Right.
recipes that John
Right.
should be
We
releasing.
do get a lot of questions about the T-shirts that we have. Like you can go on grabthebrisket.com and you can find those T-shirts that we have out there right now. They're like, holy shit, I love that shirt. That's badass. Where can I get one? Please go check out grabthebrisket.com. It'll direct you to where you need to go if you want to pick up one of those like super badass Masters of the Brisket T-shirt or
The brisket looks like Friends logo. We
Yeah.
didn't copyright that, by the way. So
That's true.
Oh. Awkward silence, and we're out. Hey, you know what? It's been great talking barbecue with you guys.
Peace.
Cheers.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. We'd like to give a special thanks to Sucklebusters Barbecue Rubs and Sauces, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, YETI Coolers, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Dalstrong Knives. We definitely appreciate your support.